Hi, I'm Em, and welcome back to the Professionals Recovery Room.
I'm really glad you're here today because this episode, I think, is going to land for a lot of you. We're talking about the experience of knowing what you should be doing and then still not doing it, of sitting down to start your day and then just stalling, finding something else to do, like go get a cup of coffee or talk to people as they come in, or just getting to the end of the week and feeling exhausted but not quite sure what you actually finished. If that sounds familiar, it's not a discipline problem, and it's definitely not laziness. And I really want you to hear that because so many professionals I work with carry this quiet guilt, like something is wrong with them. And it's not. What's actually happening is that your brain is overloaded. Think about what you're holding at any given moment. You've got a leadership team sending down 3 new priorities this quarter on top of the last quarter's priorities that never got completed. You've got a project that sits across multiple different teams, so you're constantly switching hats depending on who's in the room. You've got a Slack notification, an email, a calendar invite, and they're all arriving at the same time. And it's only, 8:47 a.m.? Your brain isn't designed to optimize 15 things at once. So when it's overwhelmed, it does what any system does under too much load, and it looks for relief. And that may come looking like avoidance, or it delays, it shuts down, and not because you're weak, but really because you're naturally human. Now, here's where I think it gets interesting. Because most of us, when we recognize this pattern, we think, I need to fix this. I need a new system. I need a full reset, a complete overhaul of how I work. And I get it. That impulse definitely makes sense. But here's the problem with that approach. Big changes require effort, attention, and decision making. The very things that you're already running low on. So go with me here and picture this. It's Sunday evening and you feel motivated. You had a really relaxing Saturday. You map out your whole week. You download a new productivity app. You set 5 new habits. You reorganize your workspace. Monday morning, you're all in. By Tuesday afternoon, 1 meeting ran over. You skipped your planning time, and the whole thing starts to unravel piece by piece. And then by Wednesday, you're back into your old patterns, and now you feel worse than before you started because you tried and it didn't hold. And that's not a you problem. That's like a friction problem. Research from the Stanford Behavior Design Lab, and habit research, honestly, more broadly as well, consistently shows the same thing. Behaviors stick not because of their intensity, but because of consistency. Small and easy beats big and ambitious, almost every time. The size of the change matters far less than how repeatable it is. And that's something a lot of us ignore because we want change and we want to see it now. But there's one more piece I want to bring in before we talk about the practical stuff. Because I think this is one silent drain that nobody talks about enough, and that's decision fatigue. Every decision you make, what to start, what to respond to, what matters most right now, it all uses mental energy. So think about a typical morning. You open your laptop before you've done a single piece of meaningful work. You've already decided which emails to respond to. You weighed in on a Slack thread, chosen whether to join an optional meeting or not. And that's not even the work. That's just the warm-up. And your brain is already tired. There's a reason judges make harsher decisions later in the day. There's a reason that some of the most successful people in the world, and I know this sounds extreme, but stay with me, wear the same thing every day or eat the same breakfast. It's intentional. They're protecting their decision-making energy for what actually matters. You're not tired because you work too hard. You're tired because your brain has been making the calls all day. It's running on empty. So if you've determined that motivation isn't the issue, and it's not that you're not trying hard enough, then the question becomes, what actually works? And the answer, honestly, is less than you think. So join me for part 2 of this episode where I explain what actually works in this situation. I'll see you there.